EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 19. 54 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Chase it. 19. You don't want that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Here's Watson now on second down. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Watson eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To throw is Watson. Dancing to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game, He was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson flush to his right. That complete to Lamar Miller. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 70 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a... And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. With the